Cole Palmer.
Drogba. I said Drogba. You didn't even be like legend. You don't even know.
I don't even.
You don't even know.
I don't even know.
You freaking say it again.
Cole Palmer.
Wait, no, the other one. The only other thing. Cole Palmer, Stamford Bridge, Chelsea, undefeated. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of League Lads and Gents. First of all, Fred's not with us again. He's sick. He let you down again, bro. It's very sad.
You know
right?
what it is? He's a pussy.
Andrew Voss and Greg Alexander started speaking. He stopped showing up, bro.
Mr. Radio guy now.
Yeah, he's Mr. Radio guy now.
There's one or two excuses. He's either too famous for us now, or he's seen these jerseys and he's realised what's happened.
In
he's
Arabic, there's two letters. Fuck off. Listen, anyway, Freddie let the crowd down again. Everyone comment, please. And the best comment, right? I don't know. Let's just give it to Fred a bit. But the best comment, we'll get a personal video from Fred welcoming, saying hello and saying sorry. He's got to apologise to all of you fans.
Yeah, so, no, just...
I feel like we're insulting him.
No. Give him shit. Give him shit in the comments, and the best comment we'll pick, and he will give you a personalised message to your Instagram or wherever.
Apologising for missing out.
Best comment wins,
Best comment. Give him your good ones.
And listen, on all seriousness, we're growing League Lads. We want it to grow. We want it to be better and bigger. And, of course, we want to attract sponsors and do numbers. And, of course, all that great stuff that happens with being consistent. But we need your help. We need you all to comment, to like. We need you all to be subscribed. I'm very grateful for the growth this year. It's been a beautiful journey. Even though I've missed on a lot of weeks, Fred's missed a bit. But the boys have always filled in. Mitch has popped in. Tanaka's popped in, it's always great, man. I'm very happy with what we've built. We've built like a family. And when someone can't show up, someone else does. So... but the main thing is, we're always here to speak to you about footy. We're always here to give you our 2 cents, sometimes 3 cents, right? I'm going to dive straight into 3 cents because 3 cents doesn't exist and heartbreaks exist. My heart hurts. Bulldogs, Melbourne, the first game out of these finals. Before we start, boys, the final series has been unbelievable so far, right? Even as a Bulldogs fan, we lost and there's been, even as a Raiders fan, I'm pretty sure you'll be gutted, but you'll look back and you'll say, honestly, what a weekend of footy. Right, because a couple of weeks ago, we were watching games like Titans night, scrappy games. Sorry, BK. I know BK's going to come for me now. But just scrappy games of footy. Even like the Bulldogs games, when we played Penrith B team, it was just like boring.
It was boring.
It was like hard watch, bro. You know what I mean? So thank God for finals footy. We all know everyone steps it up in finals footy because it's a whole different ball game.
As Fred says, it's regardless of form, teams will always step up when it's finals.
Of course. And the first game, bro, for me, after watching it, I'm like, this could be a game of the week, really. And then, like, as the games went on, to be fair, I didn't watch the Sharks Chooks game properly. But honestly, like, as the games went on, I was like, yeah, wow, bro. Starting off, Dogs Melbourne Dogs out in Amy Park. It's an effort to be proud of. And I know people are going to say, oh, this, that, they're going to clown it. But if you're a proper Bulldogs fan, you'll be very, very proud of this performance. A few brain snaps, a few things that just didn't match is what cost us the game. You can have a go at any player that you'd like. That's up to you. I won't do that because I think everyone showed up. Losing Crichton in the first half, losing Kickout in the first 10 minutes. Obviously, not for the whole game, but just even like with Melbourne, like I think they scored the try. They literally scored the try off Kickout's side. Well, really,
it was down Kickout's side. What happened was obviously Kickout gets sent for HIA. Melbourne, they go down our end. Paul Galvin gets isolated one-on-one with Ellie Katoa. And
what's going to happen?
He fucking steamrolls him because you expect that. The informed back row of the comp.
Yeah, he's looking good too.
A young, skinny halfback.
And you know what, man? Like, down troops, down all these players. Bro, I'll tell you something. When you miss Crichton, it
was injuries galore.
It was.
Like,
both teams, bro.
That's why.
Not just the Bulldogs.
That's why the injury galore across the park because both teams were copping it bad. Like, it was brutal out there. You had first kick, obviously. Second set of the match, sorry. He cops a straight elbow on accident to the dome. And that re-aggravates an eye socket thing he had the previous week.
Yeah, it was the previous
Somehow he stayed on for like a few more minutes and then they took him off.
Stayed on, concedes the try, and then they take him
off.
No,
he hadn't conceded yet.
Oh, really?
They took him off, then we conceded.
Wasn't that... Okay, anyway, when he was on the HIA?
Yeah,
okay, anyway.
while he was off.
Sorry, bro, my brain's fuzzed up a little bit.
And then while we're defending our line, Crichton, his foot gets caught under... I think it was either his own leg or under the...
Just unlucky.
Just unlucky, and you just see him laying there, and he's hobbling. He's like...
You know what I say, Joe? I know they both had injuries, and it doesn't matter who was more important, whatever. When the Bulldogs get injuries, it's different to Melbourne. Melbourne have built a system.
They got good players.
Honestly, like they lost to Hughes, right? And everyone's like, "Wow, the Bulldogs have a big chance." No Pappenhausen, Hughes, da da da. Who played fullback for him? Meany, right?
Yeah, Meany.
Meany played fullback.
And he went off for HIAs at the end of the game anyway.
Pezzett, he just like we're gonna get into.
He is going to be a
Honestly,
problem.
I watched him when both teams walked out. They both had this arrogance about him, right? Like Crichton was smiling, like you're happy to be there, brother. You made finals footy. It's
You're
not
in
like
the finals.
yeah, it's something exciting no matter what happens, right? And then I look at Pezzett and I'm like, it's either this guy's gonna shit the bed because it happens, bro. Big moment, you get scared, you shit your undies. It's either he's gonna shit the bed or he's gonna fucking have a good game.
But considering he wasn't even meant to be a starting halfback. He was originally going to be off the bench, and Bellingham was like last second. You know what? We come off the bench.
You play.
This is your
Just a fucking talent, bro.
I think that's his second starting position or second time starting.
And I gotta ask you now, like because Pezzett, mate, he just blew it out of the park. Now gives you the sort of question of would you prefer a 50, 60, 70% Jerome Hughes or 100% Pezzett?
No, 100%
Because
Pezzett.
Pezzett absolutely killed it out of the park.
Because like, unless you're Cooper Cronk, you know, like honestly,
in a grand final,
and which is he was playing at 3% fit, right?
And he was still
And he just the team was so good that he just needed his
Roosters
coaching.
team was like
It was cracked, right? But like having 100%, like Jerome Hughes to me is unbelievable. He's one of the best players, right? In the comp, he won the Daily M last year, 1, 2, 3. But if you're not fit, bro, it's very hard. Like anything can happen, right? A one missed tackle can cause you the whole game. So you'd rather look at it and put a fully fit guy. Jonah Pezzett's a fucking good player. We all seen that.
Bro, he killed it.
He killed it. And it's not his first time, bro. He's actually like, he's impressed this year.
This is what you're talking about. It's a system thing. Like
System.
with the Bulldogs don't have that type of backup just sitting. Not even
Penrith's
Penrith.
B team. Penrith's B team. All the Bulldogs fans were very frustrated, right? Because we didn't put 70 points. But I'm looking and I'm like, I'm taking away from this game, from that game, that Penrith have like people don't understand. You don't win 4 comps off nothing, right? You don't win 4 comps and every year you lose a player and still win comps.
But they could build a very strong 1-13 with all the players they've lost over the last 4
100%. But the actual system, Flax, you'd know this.
Well, I said to you this. I said this to you like last week or the week before. The Raiders, look at their B team and how they did against the Dolphins, and look at our B team did against the top 4 team. That's all you need to know.
Like it's just, and obviously they had a game plan to kick to the corners, but they had a game plan because they had something. They used their brain. Yeah. They didn't think they were better. They said, all right, we'll match up. But yeah, Melbourne's system is unbelievable. When Bulldogs lose a player, a lot of makeshift happens. Preston went to centre. Satili came on.
Yeah, it was just crazy. First of all, obviously, we had a lot of change. We had multiple back row position changes. We had Presto.
I don't know who was playing where anymore. I was like,
it was carnage again. Not luck, but it was just good timing that Sexton was in our 1-17 this time, so he can play in the halves and Burton can go to the bench. The centers. Which is not bad coverage. Again, he was my man of the match, Burton. He was outstanding.
Yeah, Burton was pretty good, bro. Look, man, it's a tough game to take.
But like,
Melbourne, that's a typical Melbourne.
But again, I just really want to give so much credit to the boys. The cards were stacked against them. They just lifted.
And you're playing Melbourne in Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Now I'm not praising like it was great, good. Like they did well, whatever. But I don't think that it hurts, bro, because they tried everything and it's just bad luck.
It
bro.
was just.
But footy and luck. Footy doesn't care about your luck, bro. Well, it doesn't. It really doesn't. We just move on to the next game. You know what I mean?
Well, again, I think there are 3 crucial moments you could look at of like big turning points in the game. One of them being Sexton kicking the ball out on the full. We had a really great set. Sexton kicks and just goes on the full, and that gives Melbourne momentum.
Doesn't just goes on the full like by a lot. Like it's not like a close one where.
No,
like,
I know it went out on the full, but like let's give him the man the credit as well. He was one of the.
He's gonna get his raps, bro.
He better get his raps because mate.
I'm just talking about some.
I know you're talking about the turning point, but I want you to give him his flowers.
No, you know what I like? I like him and Galvin together, bro. Honestly, like when we played Para, I think was that.
No, Souths.
Do you reckon that's
Souths?
Yeah.
Okay. When we played Souths, I know Souths were depleted. But they looked good, bro. Like they looked good together. Looked like Galvin ran and Sexton straight in the bum.
I remember that game. That we were literally the first 20 minutes was 18-0. Then the thunderstorm happened with the game.
Oh yeah, I was at that game as well.
Exactly, cuz I tell you, if the rain was up that game, we probably put on a bit of.
We were on a fucking roll.
We were on a roll, cuz we were killing them.
But just Sexton he deserves all the credit in the world because bro, to act like to just be calm and just delete all the outside noise, and he's just people always like.
And the way
He was very
handled himself such a
very
professional way.
professional.
Yeah, and you know what, bro? That's
time.
gonna earn him a nice career after wherever venture
Catalan
he's like.
Dragons.
Yeah, after the Catalan Dragons, he's gonna have a lot of respect. A lot of clubs looking at him in a very, very mature way.
Because like he's handled his whole drama, no kicking. So I mean, okay, when Mana got the whole dropping thing, we saw him in the sheds after Parramatta game.
And rightly so. You
Rightly
haven't-
so. But Sexton does nothing in the media complain about him. He just took on the chin, played in cup, got a chance to come back and play in first grade. What a crazy substitution. Crichton off, Sexton on. That's the substitution.
You don't think about that.
And then with his first touch of the game, he scores a try. His knee hits the ball.
It was just written for him, bro. Wallah, it was written for him, and just big raps to him because he's handled himself like in
and
such
now
a
he's got
professional
a
manner.
chance of
It was honestly deserved because like the way, like obviously you boys have been kind of like very respectful for him, but the way that Dogs fans, from a neutral point of view,
Turned on him.
the way that the club, not the club, but like the fan base
Sexton?
turned on him on
I
Sexton.
think they turned on Galvin more than they turned on Sexton.
Yeah, well again at the Panthers
Honestly, I'll be
game-
real with you as a
No,
fan.
not at the only at the beginning before you got
Galvin?
Galvin. Everyone was right. Let's get Galvin in, and then everyone started saying
Nah,
Galvin.
honestly-
that's what it was like as a neutral at least. Maybe
Okay,
maybe not on the inside.
As a fan, it was like very, very
was
mixed.
so
It was so mixed. It was like
mixed.
it was more like to the why we're coming first. Why would you like Sexton's good? Why would you do that? You know what I mean? And we had to sit there and like understand what's happening. It's for the future. It's not for now.
Yeah, so
I think
it's good.
raps.
It's good to see that he's got his raps, and I know we're going to obviously talk about the game later on, but it makes me question: what do you think happens this week? Obviously, Critter's out. Do you put Burden in the centres, and do you play Toby and
That's what
Honestly,
Gavin at 6-7?
honestly,
Considering
we lost Tuala. He's done his tibia.
fractured tibia.
He done his tibia.
Season over.
His season's done, and such a like haram. But I always say this: like, imagine getting injured at the end of the season, right before you can go on a break and enjoy yourself.
Especially considering also how he got injured. It was just not in a bad
It was
tackle.
random,
It was
yeah?
just like no one even noticed it. All of a sudden, someone said, "Oh, someone's on the floor,"
Yeah,
and you just go like, "Bro, that centers went down this game."
I would
Crazy.
probably like Burden at the centres. I'd like him at the centres.
What
Jerry
was-
at the centres as well. But where do you play? What kind of centres? Do you play him on the right centre now? Because Jerry's the left centre,
I think Burden. Well, Burden
and I don't like Jerry at the right centre.
No, I'm sure on the right center.
And I don't think that'll happen. I think
Burden can
Serraldo
play
will
either
start.
side, county.
Yeah, you can. He's versatile. You can do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
I wouldn't mind a Carraz Burdo combo.
I wouldn't mind Burden at lock, to be honest. That's my.
But then who you put in the centers? Like, come on. We have no one, unfortunately. Unless the only thing you might do, if we're in a car, apparently he's also.
Montoya's looking like he can come back.
What do you mean? No, apparently earlier this morning, some news scans have revealed it's actually worse than what they thought. Or
No,
something.
they said I read the opposite like in the afternoon.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, listen.
Something
if not-
happened with the scans. Apparently, it got delayed like 24 hours or something. So look,
Just our luck, eh?
we're not gonna know till like tomorrow.
We need you.
You know what? You know what sucks as a Panthers fan, man. Like I know Mitch goes on about your excuses and stuff, but like I wanted the verses at 100% because then there's nothing. There's no because as a Panthers fan, all before the New Zealand game, it's like it's New Zealand, you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose. Everything afterwards, it was just New Zealand. You know what it was all before? It was like, Bulldogs are going to rip you in the second week anyway.
Yeah, whoever said
And
that.
then what's it going to be after? Well, they didn't have Critter. They didn't have this guy. They didn't have this.
But listen, like I don't know who said that to you because that's not a
No,
real
no.
Bulldogs fan.
But I don't think a single person backed the Warriors.
Like you say the Warriors.
Check my comment section.
The only time you say Warriors is when you're putting a multi. That's it, literally. Like you're just a gambling man. You're like, you know what? I'll try something, have some fun. But it's
no
never.
one was like seriously thinking Panthers were going to lose. to the
No,
Warriors.
anything could happen. It's rugby league, right?
Yeah, but like
Rugby
And, like,
league's a special game.
The only reason why I would have ever said Warriors is because they're playing in New Zealand.
the New Zealand crowd is the only thing.
That's the only thing, cuz. There's nothing else. I don't think they're a better team. I don't think anything else is better than Penrith. But yeah, man, look, Melbourne you gotta tip your hat to them, bro. They just get shit done. Craig Bellamy was fucking smiling. I've never
I
seen him
couldn't
laugh.
believe that. That irked me just a little bit. Like, why? The one time he doesn't smile when they put 64 points on the Tigers, but when Warbrick runs away with the intercept try to seal the game, he's sitting there laughing.
Few bad calls from the ref, both sides. I think the hip drop was a hip drop. I think.
I didn't watch too much of the game. I saw the score. So
I think it was.
can't
I
comment on
think it was a hip drop.
The only thing is not those hip drop things. It wasn't like they're just not textbook hip drops. One of them is our own player taking him out, and that's just how
The
he
Burden
felt.
one?
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about that one. That was
salmon one?
the salmon one.
But at
That's
the
a
same
hip drop
time,
every day
The
of
way
the year.
Munster was acting it was a bit like, you don't do all that.
Yeah, but
No,
like
'cause
it's Munster.
he's
You know
on-
what? Actually, Bulldogs players, why don't you do that more? Why don't you
What
milk
do you
shit?
mean?
Milk shit. Connor Tracy, I swear,
we get
5 times a game.
Oh, you're so lucky Mitch isn't
I
here.
know, right, bro.
Why?
Everyone says Crichton does that. Who did you say?
What do you mean? No, listen.
You're getting the rest
Crichton's
even
the
more
only
on
bloke.
the side.
Crichton's the only bloke that does it. Connor Tracy, right? Every tackle gets, not every tackle, twice a game, right? 2-3 times.
Gets
A game.
folded.
But you shouldn't have to milk.
shouldn't
That's the
have
thing.
to.
You
That's
shouldn't
That's what I'm
have
saying,
to.
right? And I don't want him to get penalised for this shit.
big call-
Crush a tackle, right? Crush a tackle. Connor Tracy always gets in and he ends up like this. Nothing gets penalised. You know why he doesn't get penalised? Because he doesn't milk it, cuz.
You just get them
Milk
players
it. Just milk it, brother. Like, that's what the Bulldogs, I
But they have
think they lack.
integrity.
Huh?
They have integrity. I don't want to milk it.
Fuck your integrity, bro. No one cares.
Club first.
No, listen, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit as well. But if the ref's not gonna do you any justice for most of the game,
Try and earn it.
do something else. You know what I mean? And Munster's a fucking genius. We say this about Queensland. Well, they always win. You know why? Because they're smart, bro. They use their fucking brain. They milk shit. That's what you have to do, cuz. World Cup final. Are you gonna dive or not?
Yeah.
What? I'm fucking double diving, bro. I'll be fucking
So if
Australian.
they're-
I'll be the Lebanese Tim K after I dive.
But you
cuz.
don't
You
have to
serious?
dive.
Is that what you're doing in the charity, man?
Hey, if we win, I'm not gonna be there. I'm just really, I love the charity and all that, but this nah.
Hey, but you talk about ref decisions. There's one call that I did not agree with.
The penalty.
The high shot. Because I'm sorry, his own arm hits him. And why I got the shoot with that particular call? Because then Melbourne go up by 2 points. So what are we doing the whole rest
Catch
of
up.
the game? We're chasing points. We're pushing passes. We're playing frantic. We're kicking on full tackle.
I agree with you, bro.
And you know what? That's your downfall.
But
That's your
Can
downfall.
it?
No, it's not even that. You don't know how to chase points. This whole year, you've been leading
I
and
agree.
leading and leading.
I agree.
No.
You guys are in panic
In the start of
mode.
the year, we were good at it. But
You're good.
look
You
at
don't
me.
know how to chase points.
Well, we did at the start. Look at the Canberra game. We chased 20 points.
One exception.
and
Roosters.
we've done that a few times.
Against Roosters, the very next week, we're down 14.
They were calling us the comeback team at the start. Remember at the start of the season? It was like,
Well,
you guys are the-
But you've forgotten how to do
we've
it.
forgotten it. We've forgotten how to just chase the points again.
No, I just think that as the season goes on, it's because like me and Fred said this the same. Fitness is what we do.
Yeah.
That's our thing.
We're fit.
Right?
That's
That's
how-
why the Penrith game was amazing to watch. The Bulldogs Penrith game at Combank.
It's a battle of fitness.
Spectacle because it was like bang, bang. It never ended.
It
right?
was
It took a charge down to win the game. Like there was no really like,
Calculated.
huh?
Yeah, calculated.
Calculated.
Pythagoras 80. Pythagoras 80. But like, it's our fitness, bro. That's what gets us through games. Right now, as the season goes on, forwards are gonna get fatigued, brother. You're gonna have injuries. You're gonna have people covering for people, and it's never gonna be as good as round 4, round 5. So I understand that, but that's why I liked the Galvin move. There's a different way of attacking. Now we're gonna look. You know what? We have this Galvin. We're gonna do things differently. And all the Galvin standards crazy, bro. I still don't understand the Wallah.
He was actually not that bad in this game.
But he hasn't been bad the whole year. Like Wallah, I'll be honest with you.
He's had a couple of moments.
Yeah,
that were
Munster has
good.
moments fucking too. Munster.
Yeah.
Fucking Darren Lockyer had moments, cunt. Andrew Johns had moments. Everyone has moments. But that's the thing, cuz. All of a sudden, no one thinks that Burden or Sexton has moments. They do have moments, cuz.
I could think of
You
a
get
couple of them both played.
Yeah, bro. I remember, like, there's a lot of
The
games.
amount of
Like,
times Sexton could have just passed the ball but ran himself.
yeah, Drew Hutchison did it. Like, everyone has moments,
Everyone
cuz.
has a moment. It's just.
No, remember Drew Hutchison? He just wouldn't pass. We could have won 5-6 more games. He didn't pass. Anyway, what I'm saying is, just the fatigue, it's going to come into play. But the boys, man, they did me very, very proud. I'm very, very proud of them. There's things that are our downfall, and it's our own brain snaps. There's just moments where we do things, and it's not right. And it comes with experience. Now, Kurt, man, kicking, shit go, I know, but he's trying something. He's trying to win the game for us.
Yeah, the only thing.
Kick out, that was like last hope. You're going to try and pass
He
it.
he had one eye. What can you do?
It's not excuses. It's just
No,
what we are.
It's the truth. He had
And
one-
we have to accept it. And the only way you get better is if you move on, right?
Exactly.
Now we get a second chance. We've built our season all year.
to earn
We get a second chance just to get knocked out by our fucking owners, cunt. Right? Motherfuckers.
We actually own the Bulldogs.
Hey, sorry, I actually own the Bulldogs.
We actually own the Bulldogs, mate.
That's good call.
Nah, look, man, it's gonna be a good game. I don't think it'll be an easy game for any team.
No way.
Well, I'll be honest with you, because it's finals for
We're
you.
not going to keel over. I cannot see we're just going to keel them. Like, oh, here you go, Penrith had this win.
Yeah, I don't
We're
think we
going to
will.
fight tooth and nail.
I think you're gonna fight, but the issue is you're gonna be playing catch up, and that's what's gonna be happening. I think the fact, and I hate to say it, it's your injuries that's gonna cost you at the end of the day. You know, Critter's a big loss. That's a
massive.
captain, man.
It's our captain, our strike centre, our defensive king.
You've lost a big strike centre. and-
I mean, if
But
we
you know
get
what?
over Penrith,
But my thing
it's
is-
big. It's
oh,
big.
it's
It's
the biggest
big.
win.
It's massive. It's the biggest thing. It's the
Remember-
biggest win in our last 5 years.
10 years,
10
bro.
years.
What do you mean, cuz?
And I just kept thinking in 2020. I'm like, we went to a grand final in 2022. You get me?
Yeah. But no. The thing is though, the whole crying thing. He went off, and we almost beat Melbourne. Like we almost beat them. Cuz.
Yeah, but this is what I say about Melbourne all year.
And
bro.
this was, and by the way, this
they-
is when we lost Crying at the mid-game.
I know.
Now we're going to a game where we know he's out.
I know,
So
but
we don't have
what
to
I'm
worry
saying
about
to
the
you
whole
is,
changes.
this is Melbourne. This is what they fucking do. They have the, you know why? Because they just have the pedigree in them. They have it in them. We don't have that in us yet.
No, not
We're
yet.
still building, right? So I know the boys will take a lot of lessons from these games. I'm going to do our predictions now quickly for the Dogs Penrith game.
Early tips.
Yeah, quick predictions, bro. What are we talking? I don't want to do them at the end of the episode. I want to do them now. I want to be fresh.
Let's talk about the game then. Let's talk about the game.
Dogs Penrith.
Let's
go.
Dogs Panthers.
Let's preview it. Right.
Let's preview it. So look, I think at the end of the day, what's going to happen is you guys, your injuries are going to cost you. You're going to have a good. I don't think a try is scored in the first 15 minutes. I think it's a really good battle, but it's going to be exactly the same as the Wars game. You're going to have this intensity, the same as us, and it's yours is just going to drop, and then we're going to expose that critter side. We're going to get through, and mate, I think that's where we're going to find that gap, and then you're going to try plug that gap, and we're going to find another one, and
It's going to be catch up.
You're going to be playing catch up, and you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to do it against a team like the Panthers in the finals. Maybe in a regular season game where it's like, but it's not going to be like that game at Combank Stadium. It's definitely not going to be like the game a few weeks ago.
100%.
It's going to be a battle.
I'll be happy if we don't bend over.
Yeah.
That's that.
I don't think...
I'm going to the game. I paid money for the tickets. We're gonna go. We're all gonna go watch the game.
I reckon
right?
there's going to be 70,000 there.
It's 75,000.
It's gonna be a spectacle.
It's going to be big. But my whole thing is the fact that I think we're going to put maybe 24 on you. You might score 2 tries. It'll be like 24-12, 24-10. But we won't destroy you. We're not going to throw all our energy on you because we're going to be worried about. I think that's what we're going to do as a
the next game.
Yeah. Well, that's my opinion. I think it's going to be a 24-10.
Yeah, it
not
could
really
be.
high scoring. It's going to be a battle for the first 20 minutes, and then we're going to just find a gap. And
I think Nathan Cleary's gonna field goal this game. I think it's gonna be an Iceman moment,
really,
and he's gonna miss. And then Mitch Kenny's going to turn up.
and then Matt Burton, he hits the post. Matt Burton runs 80 metres off the field.
No,
passes it to Lockie Galvin.
Runs
Lockie Galvin
120 metres.
Yeah, and then Lockie Galvin scores the game-winning try.
And the Bulldogs fans still abuse
Yeah,
him.
and that's another thing. We're getting obviously
Who's back?
Mitch Kenny, and he
That's good.
he
That's
gets
good.
60 odd tackles. He's always our top tackles.
Yeah, he's a hard worker.
He's the best defensive player we have, I think, and that's just another hole that you guys won't have. So
yeah, I don't know depending who we start as well. Like, depending who we start is how the game will go. I'm not saying that result, but how the game will go. Like, is it going to be?
Who do you want starting?
Me personally, I'd go Reed Money at the 9. I think he's more than well deserved to fucking be in the last game of the season if it is the last game of the season.
Send him off a combat.
Yeah.
I mean, a call. Send him off.
So I'd have Marnie at 9.
Yep.
I'd have Sexton at 7. I'd have Galvin at 6.
Yep.
And I'd have Burton in the centres or at lock. I know it's crazy. I know everyone's gonna laugh at me. I know, but I just want to see him be like taking on the line on. You get me? Yep. I want to see Sexton. Like, I want to see the ball distribution. I want him to go either way, for me.
Maybe a roaming centre then, perhaps.
Maybe a roaming centre could be. He can play on the left. Him and Jerry. I don't know. It's just hard to pick. But the spine, that'll be my spine. I'd like Hayward on the bench. I've always said this. I don't think Bailey Hayward's a great 9, and he'll probably say this, but. To bring him on around some tired legs, some tired forwards, he's fucking very zippy, bro. He can get around people, and he can make an impact. And I think this is where I say Serraldo's made some wrong decisions. Not on the Galvin thing. I really it doesn't matter about the Galvin thing. Galvin's going to be in our team whether we like it or not. But moving Marnie, I think Sexton and Galvin, I like how they play together. That's just my 2 cents. How the game's going to go, like you said, I think it's going to be a very tight first half. It breaks in the second half, and I think Penrith win it by 13, like 13 plus, but it's not really like a 13 plus kind of game. You get me?
It's not like
the
it's
Melbourne
13
game.
plus, but it's like 14 points.
Yes, literally, or whatever it may be. But I'm looking at Nathan Cleary. He's probably going to be the difference. He's just fucking Nathan Cleary, bro. Like, probably Blaze Talag. He's going to probably have a good role to play. Even when we played you in the first game, he was fucking pretty good against us.
But one player had him on lockdown, though. Well, not lockdown, but stopped him.
I mean, yeah, but he still got around. You get me?
Well, no, mate. Tracy made 2 immense try savers on him.
But I'm not talking about try savers. I'm talking about he actually found some ground that game. Every time he had the ball, it looked
He's
like...
a gun, man.
He's a good player, bro.
We were talking about it on Talking Cleary, man. I've been G'ing him up since day one.
I remember.
I've been G'ing him up since day one. It's good to see the flowers finally fall for him. Flowers being given to him. So.
Predictions?
All right. I'll never, ever, ever go against my boys. Ever.
Respect, bro.
I
gotta be real, cuz.
But I remember in 2023, dogs were like $10 to be paying. I still backed the boys. I did not care.
I'm back them too.
I don't care. Every week, I'll back them. And then this week, I think we're going to get the job. I think we can. It's not impossible. It's not.
Nothing is impossible.
Nothing's impossible.
Except beating Penrith in the final.
You just never know.
There's three things that are
Death taxes.
Death taxes and Panthers being a winner in the finals.
Weird stat. Shout out Winston brought this up. We have a bit of track record of breaking dynasties. We've had a bit of a record of doing this. We broke the Roosters dynasty in the 30s. We broke the Dragons dynasty, the 11 in a row. We stopped them from going for 12.
You said 30s?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know, cuz. 30s.
We won
in the 30s.
Keep going.
We won our first comp by ending the Roosters 3-peat. They won 35, 36, 37. We beat them at 38.
Was rugby league even rugby league back then?
Yeah. In the 60s, we stopped the Dragons 12-peat. We stopped them from going 12.
So this is our thing, right?
Yeah.
So you think that this is going to happen?
The Parramatta 3-peat. We stopped them in 84. We stopped them from winning their fourth comp. So you never know. We seem to have a record of breaking dynasties.
I don't know.
You know what I'm hearing?
Here we go.
You break out 8-peat. Is
Oh,
what you're doing.
Honest, give me a prediction. I want to ask him an honest question.
All right.
Quick stuff.
I think it's going to be 16-12. It's going to be close. I think if we are to win this thing, one man's going to step up. He wears the number 6. He's Freddie's Pookie Bear. Matty Bird.
Matty Bird.
This man will be the difference. I think this is going to be his moment to just be like, you know what? Just give me the ball. Get on my back, boys.
Let's go.
He'll-
I'll be there, cuz. I'll buy the ticket, wallah. First class too. I'm there, bro. I got a question for you. I actually forgot the question.
Was it about the Panthers winning comps in a row?
Okay, do you actually think Penrith can win the competition? Honestly.
I think
Just quick answer off the top of your head.
I think we're favourites.
Okay.
Ooh,
Next
Broncos actually
next game, boys. Let's speak about the Warriors and the Penrith Panthers.
Well, there you go. So we take over for this
Here
one.
we go,
Here
mate.
we go. The Wars beat the Penrith Panthers beat the Wars down in New Zealand. Listen, man, I'm gonna give you my 2-3 cents. The Warriors were up for it, bro. Well, they were, and if Halasema makes a better, I don't think they were the better team at any point of the game. But if Halasema makes that pass, Halasema when he fucking just launched it, it could be a different game, right?
But the
And
thing was, by that
also
point, the score
the
was
forward pass that was crazy. Like, listen,
I'll let you talk and then I'll defend
he's
myself.
I think that it didn't matter. He's going to win the game anyway, right? But sports is fucking sports. You don't know what could happen, bro. Raiders celebrated twice yesterday, right? Raiders were playing against fucking Broncos with 2 men down, which is Carrigan and Walsh, both of their big players, and somehow still didn't win. So anything can happen in footy, right? That forward pass, I still don't think Warriors had the strength to beat you, but shit can happen. And how the fuck in the world does that not get called? Like, I don't know what we're waiting for, referees. And I hate talking about referees, right? But what the fuck, bro? He literally like passes the ball forward, like crazy to me.
I don't think it was as forward as, like originally. I thought it was really forward. I just
You went back and looked
when
at
I
it?
was live streaming, I was just like, oh
Taking
no,
a
it's a
piss.
brilliant try, which it was. Won me a
It
multi.
was sexy.
Very
Like,
sexy try.
Like,
It was
like
crazy
if
how
that
well
was
played,
taken away
yeah.
because of the forward, it's shit go. You get
yeah,
me?
yeah. But in my opinion, look, the ref was right there. Like the ref was right there. It wasn't as forward as I thought it was. But as you said, it doesn't dictate how the game would have gone. And it's unfortunate because, look, as we said, we don't really want to talk about referees that much. But in terms of the whole scheme of things, missed calls happen every time. This one just happened to lead to a try. That's if he gets tackled, no one's talking about that forward pass. Let's be honest. Like,
I mean,
if
you
he gets
score-
tackled and then
if
we
you
score
score
off
off the
that
back of the
set,
set, it
maybe
does get
they're talking, but it's not a big deal, you know. And as I said to you before, the intensity that you guys might have this game coming up, that's what the Wires had. Their defense was absolutely phenomenal.
That's what I was going to bring up because I don't agree with the whole thing that Warriors. Because there were some periods of the game, Warriors defensively were holding Penrith like that 20-meter line. Like they were doing very well to shut down their forward
and
pack.
we were very ill.
And then Warriors, and then the cleary kick, then they scored off.
and look, I'll be
again. No surprise that the best halfback in the comp is what helped them win this game.
Yeah,
no surprise.
And look, I'll be honest. We were disciplined, right? Like we had 8 penalties to 4. It was, they had 8 penalties to 4 to us. And what was happening at the beginning of the game was just a stop-start. And that's not what Penrith do. We play a flow of the game and we break you down. And one thing, if you want the Bulldogs to win, you stop the game. You make it stop-start because then we can't get a groove on.
We can't do that because we get fucking penalised every second, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, that's around Mitch.
Wallah, bro. Like, it actually annoys my soul.
But yeah, you know, obviously that forward pass did happen. People are saying something about a double movement, which I think is absolutely...
no.
It's bullshit.
Nah.
Like, double movement, right, is doing this to that. What he did
Momentum.
was momentum bounce,
Yeah.
which is allowed.
Everyone was going crazy, and I never seen it.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Like,
see
I was
it
asking
live.
a question. Mitch is like, "Oh, I'm just asking." I literally didn't watch it. I'm asking. the
Yeah,
question.
yeah. Like, it was stupid. But
I was
at the end of the day, I don't think it changes the thing. I think Panthers still win that game. We had the momentum going in. That forward pass didn't give us momentum. We had momentum going in before that. And look, it was a good game. I feel bad for the Wars, man. Like, I really would have loved to see them finish top 4 and, you know, have a
second
full
chance.
team and, you know, with Luke Metcalf, because I think
won there.
they were top 4 team this year.
Bro,
really.
it's crazy because we all read them off as well. Like, I didn't think they'll be top 4 this year. Me personally, no matter who they had. Like, you lose Sean Johnson, it's a big
Metcalf,
loss.
mate, he just...
But
Metcalf
Metcalf,
broke
he
out this
stepped
season.
up.
Hallisema broke out this season.
Even
Like,
the
they had
other guy, I don't know his name. but-
Barnett?
Nah. He's another big second row, I think. Anyway,
Nicore?
they got a good team, bro.
They have a
honestly.
really good team, and I won't. If they're healthy next year, I won't be surprised if they're top 4 again.
Yeah.
Like, they have a good team, and it's crazy
good
to
coach
see.
as well.
Yeah, great coach, and it's crazy to see off the back of losing Sean Johnson and losing all these players. Like, how
That
good
was
they are.
AFB, Tohu Harris, and Sean Johnson, probably their best 3
Cause
players.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's big
That's
big
crazy.
names.
It was a big
And they
shoes.
came 6th.
Like, that's $1 million. Like, each
With-
and every one of them is like $1 million player.
Yeah,
Literally, no.
Yeah.
Ty Harris.
Ty Harris was
Ty
their
Harris.
captain.
Ty Harris
Was their
can
captain.
literally go to a team for $1 million.
Yeah.
Or 900.
And
You
hung
get
up the
me?
boots.
So,
SJ. And then
but yeah, man, that was. I think
But-
I think the writing was on the wall in that game, bro.
I don't think the result changes regardless on calls or anything.
But even before, no one's talking about that. Obviously, forward pass, yes. But also before, the fact that the Warriors let the ball bounce.
You never let the ball bounce, but
You never let the
it was
ball
an
bounce.
awkward kick too, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like
Well,
it was
the
very
point.
far.
Again, they did very well that set. I think you guys were on your 30. Cleary just bombs
More
it.
20. He's on there 20, bro. He was suffocating.
They were suffocating you guys. And then Cleary just like, you know, give me the ball. Sends and launches it.
Fuck, man.
And then
He's so good, bro. It burns me how he doesn't happen in Origin.
a
Wallah.
great piece of play.
I think after this year, I think you watch his Origin games because I think.
But we've been saying this for
But
how
why
long
did I
now?
have to-
I know.
Why
it
does it have to get
sucks.
to this?
But it wasn't his fault. Like, Origin wise, if we just got our kicks in game
Yeah,
2,
exactly.
we wouldn't be talking about this.
I agree. But at the
But-
same time,
but
bit
yeah.
of pride, bro.
Bit of pride.
Just a bit of pride.
But look, at the end of the day, I got to give a shout out to IPAP. I think he's
He
in
was-
career best form.
What a machine, bro.
He
career best form.
He played for the Tigers and he played for the Tigers and was terrible there.
Before the Tigers,
and then
where
he was at the Eels, and he was
good at
he,
the
he was
Eels.
good at the Eels. But I think maybe it's because he's getting more opportunities.
But
With
is he
Penrith.
impact? Is he off the bench now? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Well, mate,
he's big impact.
so good.
He's given us.
Try, bro.
He's
Huh?
given
He
us.
scored the first try.
Yeah, I
guys.
know.
He was
You know what he's
machine.
giving me? He's giving me old Liam Martin vibes when Liam Martin was coming off the bench.
Fucking
You know?
remember
But
Liam Martin.
not the same intensity, but like he's still showing like
He's a big
he's
boy.
been really good for us, and he's been one of my favorite players to watch.
Yeah, Penrith replaced players very, very well. They lost Spencer and they're like, yeah, come past.
Yeah.
Isaiah Papali. Come impact.
And people at the time were like, "You're signing him for the Tigers. What are you doing? Panthers know how to
Oh,
make a great player."
no. I always thought he was a good player, bro.
Yeah.
That guy, wherever he
I
went,
don't
was
think
gonna
he
be-
enjoyed Tigers. I think
Nah,
whatever.
who the hell did, bro?
The
Yeah,
Tigers-
fair.
the culture back then.
The culture was big.
The
was
culture
big
now is still shaky, but
It's better.
it's
much better
it's
now.
moving in a good direction. So
bad. But yeah,
But yeah,
boys,
that's
we
my
already
thoughts.
we already previewed the Bulldogs Penrith game, so we're going to move on to the game that was played on Saturday night, right? Sharks and the
versus
Roosters.
Honestly,
I don't know.
actually-
Everyone's saying huge upset.
don't
The reason why people are surprised is because the chooks looked so good this year, like towards the end of the year,
Are you
and the
telling me you
Sharks are
saw
like,
it coming?
huh?
Are you telling me you saw it coming?
Don't say that. Come on.
Like I said, it's like a game that anything could have happened,
But you
right?
can have it every game because
No, this was.
you go into
like,
this game. I thought Roosters was going to smack them.
I don't think the Roosters.
Because, bro,
and if I said it, it's because I hate the Sharks. 'cause
at
they beat us
this,
by
at
four.
this time of the year,
Ah.
Roosters always peak in form. Sam Walker was nailing his conversions like every time.
Yeah, but who cares?
His
It's
wingers
finals.
were off their heads.
Yeah, but it's finals footy now.
But you think they would lift. This is like what they do. It's what they
The
should
Sharks
do.
have lifted.
And that's
The
what I was
thing
gonna
is,
say,
no
Chris.
one believes that the Sharks can lift. And Mulatalo is running his mouth, like, and rightly so, bro. He's telling everyone, put it up yours, bro. Straight up. You
No,
don't
what
think
I
I can
love-
take? You don't think I can take Marky Mark on? He took him on, bro. He more than happily took
And
him
that was
on.
a great contest.
Great contest, good banter.
I love the half time. they interviewed him. They had to go into their sheds. And he goes, Marky Mark, 2-1. Because obviously he'd scored 2 tries. He scored 1.
He's sick. Malatalas, I hate versing him because he gets on my nerves. But he's a great entertainer. His name's Ronaldo, bro. You know
He's got a personality. It's like what's his name? Money Man.
What's his name?
He's got a personality about him.
Sam Walker. What do we think,
what
boys?
was he doing?
Shocking. What do you rate his performance?
I just think it was an ambush. I don't even think it was like based on performance. I don't think they expect, like, let's be honest. You looked at the final series, right? You go, okay, what are the 2 teams that are going to get eliminated? Sharks and Waz. That's what everyone's thinking. I don't care if you like have a bias or whatnot. Everyone was like, who are the 2 weakest teams going into this?
And the Roosters, bro. I thought the Roosters were one of the
the Roosters were in red hot form.
But people were saying Roosters might be
but form. No one cares. No one cares about form.
Suey.
I know.
People were literally saying Roosters could potentially win the comp.
People were saying, Mitch was saying Roosters were going to win the comp, bro.
He literally said in his predictions it's going to be a Roosters Penrith grand final, cuz.
Who the fuck plays in the halves?
Sam Walker.
And who else?
Hugo Savala.
Come on, cuz. Really? You're going to win a comp with Hugo Savala, cuz?
Why not?
Why would you? Hell.
What do you mean? He's a very good kicking game.
Raiders halves.
That's like saying that's like saying Toby Sexton. Like that.
Yeah, I don't think the Bulldogs can win the fucking comp, cuz. Like, I'll be real with you. You want me to be real with you? I'm being real with you. I'm speak real, you know what I mean?
I can speak.
Fuck. Penrith, you look at him, Nathan Cleary, that's it. Game over, you get me? I don't know. I think the Roosters have more, like, Roosters did so well this year, bro, because everyone said transition year, right?
Rebuild year.
Savala's been good. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but in grand final, big moments, cuz they had nothing to turn around in that game.
And what was really disappointing was it really exposed their whole the glaring weakness. We were talking about earlier about teams having glaring weaknesses. Their one was that the attack isn't firing. They kick to their wingers and just hope for the best. And what happened to
It patches it up, bro.
And what happened? Sione Katoa shot that shit down real quick. He was so good under the high ball.
And Ronaldo
They
as
barely
well.
kicked to Marky Mark. Because obviously the Sam Walker 2 posting, that combination was that killed us when we versed them.
That's us.
And you know what?
In a regular season game.
And you know what? Shout out to the Sharks because they identified it weeks ago when they beat them really well in round 20. It was like 31-10 or something.
31-18, bro.
But
Any team that leaks that much points, I don't look at them as a big team, like as a
I remember
contender.
in round 1 they can
In the
see
grand
50,
final, bro.
They can see 50
It's
points
the
in
reason
round
why I
one.
look at the Raiders and I'm like, you've been good all year, red hot for more season, right? I know you lost the last game, you got belted, but it's your B team. But let's be real here, boys. Ethan Strange, form of his life, Fogarty, unbelievable player. Couldn't get the job done yesterday against 11-man Broncos. You know what I mean? And you're literally in the driver's seat. We'll speak about that game.
Yeah.
But look, I never thought the Roosters had a big chance. I thought they could beat the Sharks because they have more strike. I watch the Sharks sometimes and I'm like, they're fucking boring.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's the boring factor of it because, like, I just think they're so inconsistent. They're so inconsistent.
The Sharks, yeah, but
you
they
look
are
at them
boring as well.
all year.
If
They're boring,
Nikola's not running a straight line,
but boring is like, let's be honest, it doesn't matter if a team's boring. If you're winning games, you're winning games. Like that's all that matters, and that's what Sharks have been.
But
doing
what's
this year.
boring and what's fun?
I know, yeah.
Boring.
Obviously, you want to
You're
watch
boring.
a fun game.
Yeah,
But if you're
no.
boring and winning,
You're boring, which means your attack's not that great because no one wants to watch you defend your set, and win the game by 2 points. You get me? That's
if
what
you-
the Sharks lack. The Roosters, no. This is how everyone's looking at it.
I know how everyone's looking.
The
at
Roosters are like Marky Mark, that flick pass, that try, wow, 2 points.
Well, even his
Well,
first try-
Sam Walker
let's go back a few years ago when everyone was like, "Oh, look at Reece Walsh, flashy. Yeah, Kalen Ponga, flashy. Dylan Edwards, he's a workhorse. Like, he's not
4
that guy.
rings.
4 rings. I get that. You watch the Sharks and you're like, "Oh, they come back to the 20 meters. They score every try the same fucking way." But like, they get the job done.
Exactly. And also,
They get the job done.
All year we were harping on about how the Sharks were lacking mongrel. Bro, they've been showing some dog in the last couple of weeks.
That's what
What did you guys do to them, man?
Nah,
you guys pissed them off, and then they started playing your music and crowd stuff, and then ever since then,
I don't know, bro. Someone brought
it's
up,
all your fault.
Someone brought up the it's all peace and love, Mars brothers.
The
we
Sharks-
got a different cause to fight.
But honestly, all year, at the start of the year, everyone said Sharks top 4. Sharks could potentially win the comp. And then they were...
I've never seen that, to be honest.
I said top 8. I never.
I had them in my top 4.
I looked at
actually
him
did
top
have them in my
8.
top 4 too.
Nah, I looked at him top 8 and I'm like, nah, I don't know, man. It's very weird with them because Nico, it's about Nico.
But you know what?
It's really about Hines. If he's not on his game,
I
who's
disagree.
going to step up?
Well, he wasn't really on his game.
One sec, who's going to step up?
Trindle.
Yeah, but
And look
now
what happened.
they phased out of that fucking that shit where if Nico's not playing good, They don't do good now. They're like, you know what? We don't really need Nico all the
I
time.
want to give a massive
Everyone,
shout
let's
out.
play together. You get me?
But you know what? You know what? I think that's actually been better for them because that's given Nico hasn't got any stress on him.
He hasn't
He hasn't got any pressure.
Now he can play with ease.
And now he can play with these. And
you
if
know
he
what?
screws up, oh well, we're playing to someone else.
Look who stood up on Saturday night. Drindle gave a great pass to Mortala. He gave another great. He was an instrumental player.
Trindle's been good this year, but he's without him. I think this year it's
He's
very,
gone
very
under the
hard.
radar, honestly. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
I mean he'll earn his money somehow. Cause I don't know.
Mate, he's on a 3-year contract with the Sharks. They re-signed him.
He's made some money.
But mate, shout out to their forward pack for the Sharks. Like they, for a long
Hamlin,
time.
Uele, like what's his
Toby
name?
Rudolph, Oren
Toby Rudolph,
AFB.
AFB's been good.
Hazelton as well.
Hey,
he's
I
been-
love it. I wish we signed
didn't
that.
play this
We
weekend.
need a
He's
fucking
out.
Hazelton in
But
the
like
Bulldogs.
just in general, their whole forward.
We
pack.
need a Hazelton, bro. We need a guy that can come do 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Just,
You need a guy that's willing to give up 2 teeth.
we need anyone.
We just need another forward, bro.
Nah, we don't
Anyway, but my thing was Roosters in the start of the second half. They scored the first try with Angus Crichton, and they were suffocating the Sharks. But the Sharks forward pack, they absorbed the pressure, slowly wore them down. They knew they were in the lead. They knew that the Roosters were going to be chasing points.
And then we killed him after that.
And then then Toby Rudolph, Mr. Shits his pants, put the final touch and scored the. You don't even know why I brought that up, did you?
Nah, I can't remember.
He shat himself in a game once,
No, nice.
and he kept playing.
More
through.
reasons why I should hate Toby Rudolph.
And then he scored.
He had muckers, bro.
He scored his first try of the year to steal it for the Sharks. That was his first try of the year. And he
Right.
scored it right not under six, like next to the post. Sharks fans were going off their head at the construction site.
the construction site. I love that. From
And just and the Sharks, they move on to week 2.
I think the Roosters looked at this, looked at themselves last
Got
week.
cocky.
And no, I think they looked at themselves in the mirror and they're like, we've actually done very well this year. Like, I don't think they expected to be here, which is a big rap for them.
I didn't have much time. I had them 9th. I thought they just
Shout out to
missed
Tedesco, bro. He's fucking been phenomenal all year, wallah. He deserves his flowers.
Do you reckon he gets that, Liam?
I think he does.
Why not?
I think it
The only
does.
thing is no one else can rack up the votes.
No, I think
I think the one person that could have is now ineligible in Harry Grant.
And he got suspended for 2 weeks.
No.
Right, boys, move on.
Would it be crazy if somehow, in that 12-week period you guys kept winning? Imagine Cleary racked up enough points.
Cleary probably has enough points, and then we rested him. So
And then he made a TikTok.
That's all.
Bro,
I
don't
can't believe that shit, bro.
I can't believe we got robbed. He should have a Dally.
He should have a Dally M by now.
I think he's going to be in the top 3 though. He'll be halfback of the year.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be halfback.
Who else
You
gonna
reckon
be?
he'll get over Qatar?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's about winning games as well. And when it comes to winning games, Qatar's not going to get the 6 points. Qatar will get points. Don't get me wrong, but he won't get 6 points.
I don't know. Anyway, it's a topic for another day, boys. Let's move on to the greatest game.
Oh,
We've
my-
have
the way to
witnessed-
talk about this game.
The greatest game
I
we
think-
have witnessed in this decade, bro. That's
Yeah,
a big call. I know.
It's a big call, but I think it's up there. I think it's top 3.
And it's top 3.
It's
I
top
think
3,
top
but
3.
I think the Panthers Broncos grand final.
That was fucking phenomenal.
And also Cowboys, Broncos.
I think State of Origin game decider last
Crazy. Broncos have had 3 of the top 3 games.
But and all of them,
Get the
and 0
Broncos.
rings.
and 2 of them had them losing the game.
Boys, listen, that game started off with Katoni Staggs being an absolute bully. The Broncos, man, they're on smoke. Their pack looks good. And then they fall into a bit of problems, man.
Do you know what it was? It was just brain snap after brain snap after brain snap.
And like the
But also-
Raiders, bro, like
Look, Raiders, they scored a bunch of points in the second
I don't
half.
know, man.
Because
That's what scares me about them, bro. They leak. They can leak. They can
Also-
they can take you to the glory town, and then they can tell you, "Fuck off, bro. Let's go down."
have you forgotten the fact
You know what I mean? They go all the way to the top, then instead of walking down, they like just jump off and
Bro.
kill themselves. What'd
Bro,
you do?
this
Why?
is-
Why'd you bring me up here? I thought we were gonna chill, you know? Mountain and chill. What'd you do?
Fella.
You took me all the way back down. Now we're dead. Now while she's painting our nails on our grave. What?
While drinking toilet water.
Oh, the toilet water's down there.
Anyway. Literally, the opening set of the game, they dropped the...
It's like, would you jump off the harbour bridge if your mate told you to? Is there toilet water down there? Yep.
Yeah, let's go. Listen, bro, they and I said this a lot, bro.
Raiders can't hold the ball.
I don't think they could win the grand final, and I'm probably going to be wrong, right? Because Sticky's probably going to stick him with the icky, you know what I mean?
Because he...
Remember Tekashi 6ix9ine? What the fuck happened to that rainbow?
He turned to a rat, bro. That's why.
Oh, Street Code. Joey G, Joey the gangster.
I'm more gang affiliated. Leave me alone.
Anyway, listen, the Raiders leaked too much, bro. Kyle Wicks is an absolute freak. I can't believe how fast he is, but man, Seb Chris, like they just leak points. Their defense is just sometimes I don't know,
Shaky.
a bit shaky, a bit blunt. You can just walk through them.
Also, I'm sorry, we've seen this movie a couple of times this year.
Bulldogs.
I mean, the best example is the Bulldogs. You don't
But
beat
also,
20-0 at half time.
And you won
No,
both.
And you don't score a point in the second half.
That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about more the movie of the Broncos trailing by a significant amount of points, and then in like 10 to 15 minutes, they take the lead. They did it against the Sharks. They did it against the Dogs. They've done it again. They did it against the Cowboys. They've done this a couple
They might
of
be the
times.
comeback kings, bro.
I think they are. Against the Sharks, they were trailing by like, I think it was like 28-10 with like a few minutes to go. They won 36-28, guys. Like, it was just like, that's the kind of shit they do.
Honestly,
Or,
like-
against the Dogs, we're up 18-0. In 30 minutes, they scored 22 points and they won the game.
I think their pack helps them a lot to do that, bro. But, bro, Canberra have a fucking mad pack, bro. Papali,
That's what I mean.
Tapane, Horsbrough, what's his name? The other guy that had the cut lip.
Morgan Smithies?
Yes,
Off
like,
the
they have a
bench,
good
bro.
team, bro. And Broncos have a good team too, but
And it was a great match.
for me, bro, one of the greatest matches I've ever watched. I don't know who was going to win. I was like, the Raiders are going to win. The Broncos are going to win. Reece Walsh, like, I'm going to have a conversation. I don't want no one to interrupt me because this guy deserves the glaze.
Glazing, go ahead.
Because, honestly, like, I just realised this year, like, the last couple weeks, how much of a... Because I used to love Reece Walsh, bro. A player gets... Like, even at the Warriors, I'm like, fuck, this guy's going to be so good to watch, bro. And that's the kind of player that gets me out of my seat because that's who I want to watch, right? I don't want to watch fucking... I don't want to watch boring players. I don't want to watch set, try, woo. I want to watch a bloke that's ready to risk it. And this is what I say... I know we're going to go back to Galvin, but... This is what I say about Galvin, because... You know why Reece Walsh is so good? Because he fucking does shit. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit about what anyone says. He got sin binned, right? He stuck his tongue out, put his finger up, right? Which I'm going to speak about in a second. Comes back and just... I'm hearing commentators mention Nathan Cleary in the same sentence. Do you know how crazy that is to be mentioned with Nathan Cleary in that grand final? It's fucking crazy. And Reece Walsh had that, cuz. And I don't know, bro. I don't know what I don't know. Listen, cuz, I'm a plumber. Fucking tell me the secret, lad. If it's that toilet water, I've never seen that toilet installed. I need some of that secret toilet water because he is just phenomenal. 2 40-20s. The try he scored 2, cuz, to accelerate and to move around. Honestly, like, I don't even know what to say about Reece Walsh anymore because he's going to be probably one of the best NRL. Like, NRL is going to look at this guy. It's the reason why they didn't suspend him. He should have easily been suspended for this shit, yeah? You don't headbutt someone at all, right? And you don't put your finger up at a fan. And he said that they said something about his daughter. Kind of hard to say that someone said that about your daughter. You're very far. I don't know how he heard it. But if they did, they deserve it. But you can't do that to fans, bro. And fans can't... Like, fans are going to taunt you, but you're the professional. So, you can't win. You really can't.
Yeah. I think... Regular season, he gets 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah,
He gets 2 weeks.
100%.
And I feel bad because you look at the Raiders and obviously, like, if you watched the press conference, you look at it and it's like, well, look, Hudson Young got sin binned for nothing really. But but this means that Hudson Young could go up next week against the Sharks, go up to Nico Hines and headbutt him.
But even the Hudson Young Simmons, sorry, Flax, to cut you off, that's bullshit, bro.
Sorry, but
Well, you can't heckle someone.
again, that's like if Mortala gets to someone's face and then they punch him. Are they both going to go for 10?
No, but what exactly? That's a great point, Joe. But when you were younger, what were you taught? Get that cunt off his game. When you were young,
Rattle them.
yeah, your coach walked up to you. Your coach looked at the biggest smart ass, right? And he's like, you know what? You've done my head in all week. Why don't you go use that smart assness to fucking our advantage? Go up to that bloke and rattle him, and it happens. The guy gets a red card if you're playing soccer. The guy gets simbi if you're playing footy. And your team's like, you got the upper hand, bro. Happens in Origin, happens everywhere, cuz.
It's happening in last year's series at Origin. Game 2, Liam Martin, he does like one of these on someone's head. He went for 10. And
Look,
surprise, look who was the ref of that game.
this-
That's all I'm
this-
going to say. It's
this-
the same guy, same Baldy.
This has been a precedent for a few years now, and it's the fact that the NRL's too scared or the referees, I don't know who it is, but they're too scared to sin bin a single player. That if you get sin binned,
They wanna keep it even.
They have to sin bin me because we have to keep
But,
it
like,
even.
why-
We can't give too much of an advantage. Which, to be fair, would have been a massive advantage because it should have really been 13 on 11. Because who else got sin bin?
Carrigan.
Carrigan got sin bin.
I don't know why he got sin
A
bin
few
too.
minutes later.
Shoulder charge.
Which
That
it's
one's
a sin bin.
fair.
It's black and
That's
white
a
rule.
sin bin.
It's a black and white rule.
I hate
But
2025 NRL.
You
Yeah.
can't
But
do
that's
that,
the thing.
cuz. You can't, he
it was to the head. It was to the head. If it was
shoulders to
normal,
the head,
it's fair enough.
You
whatever.
can't do that.
But at the end of the day, you're ruining that. Like, there's no advantage. What's the advantage
And
that?
also the fact that the Broncos were given the penalty as well.
Were they?
Yeah.
It was Broncos ball. So they both got binned, and then it was Broncos ball.
Because Hudson started it. I get why they would do that, but at the
that's
same
so dumb.
But at the same time,
I'm sorry, because players, especially in a contact sport like this, players get in each other's faces.
It's normal, yeah.
It's what you do. What? You don't think when they're in the scrums, they're not talking their shit, or when they're in tackles, they're not talking shit?
You have good memory. You remember, what's his name that played for us? He played for the Knights after us.
Oh, Hetherington?
Remember Hetherington?
Because he was getting suspended every week.
You remember Hetherington got suspended for being aggressive? Like,
Yes.
the ref literally said, you're being too aggressive. You gotta go.
Cause you don't remember.
What? What
Bro,
the fuck? 1 sec, bro. I'm watching blokes in shorts belt each other. That's not nothing aggressive about that, cuz.
Habib, do you not remember last year when Marnie was starting to become the pest against Newcastle? Him and Hetherington, they both got sent for 10 because Marnie was being a pest. This is
Game's
part-
game's gone.
Game's gone. It's part of the sport. Players get in each other's faces. That's where personalities. People say there's not enough personality in NRL, but when the personalities do exist, they get punished.
They get rid of it, bro.
Like Hudson's Young should have every right. It's a crucial moment in the game. Broncos have just dropped the ball and Raiders side the field. That's a crucial moment. And he's getting in Walsh's face because Walsh is their star player. You rattle him, the team will crumble.
But even Walsh tried to go for a field goal, hit the bar.
Dude, that was insane.
Ben Hunt, I don't know why, like, you know what I hate? I'll tell you something about what I hate, Flaxy, and this is why I think the game's gone. Halves should just kick field goals. Like, I know you want to give to your superstar, but a half should be your first.
Besides the Broncos, what other team is Storm and Broncos are the only two teams I've seen where they're full. Okay, but that's the Latrell. Latrell's different. Come on, like that's the Latrell.
I mean, the halves are not that great, but that's the only person I'd give an exception
Like,
to.
like,
Ben
like-
Hunt, you're an experienced player, you're a veteran.
Like, if I had to
You've
trust
kicked
Jamie
field goals
Humphries
before.
or
You've
Latrell.
fucking done all this shit, right? Take the field goal. And when he finally took it, and honestly, like, credit to Ben Hunt, bro.
I'm glad he got his moment.
He's allowed Reece Walsh to like to play his game.
He
Bro.
unlocked him.
And I don't know, bro. It could be a thing in the back of their mind of Broncos fans. If Adam Reynolds comes in, does it become too much?
Well,
does it become too congested?
Unfortunately, prayers up for Billy Walters. He's done his ACL.
Yeah, that's a shit go, bro.
And with Ezra Remember also out for the season, Reynolds has to come back so Ben Hunt can play 5'8". They have no one else at the moment. What are they going to do? Stags, but he's been one of the informed centers.
Nah, he won't move Stags. You get someone else, bro.
Yeah.
Just go buy Tommy Dearden on loan or something.
who's that? Kobe
Black. They will not debut him in the finals.
No, in the finals.
This guy is like
Corey Pakes. Can't Corey Pakes play in the thing?
Nah.
Is that
I
Corey
don't know.
Pakes? Isn't he a hooker?
When teams get desperate, they make desperate moves.
If they're going to play desperate, they're going to be putting Katoni Stags as 5'8". That's what they did when Mam, Reynolds, and Cobbett all went down. They put Stags at 5'8".
Yeah, that's luck, but it's not in the finals, bro. You just put him in 5'8" to get through the injury period.
But I'm telling you guys, if they're not, they will never. I don't think this year they're going to debut him.
I don't think even next year though.
Not in again with halves, because clubs know how precious a halves is. That's why we're holding Mitch Wood so close to us. Mitch Wood are like they're like the perfect polar opposites. Both were the captains of the under-19s Origin teams this year.
Fuck.
They're both halves of the futures.
It's gonna be crazy to see that development, bro.
And they're not debuting him this year. They're not doing it.
They feel weird watching like younger blokes. Like you're waiting for a younger bloke to be good.
But Kobe Black, he's being mentored by Adam Reynolds. That's the scariest part. He's being mentored by Adam freaking Reynolds.
Adam Reynolds gonna teach him how to do drop goals, short tens when you're up by how much in the grand final. I can never forget that, bro. That's crazy when you won that. That's crazy.
That whole sequence. That
Silver
20-minute
platter.
period.
Wallah, silver platter. Anyway, boys, I think half should take kicks. I think Fogarty should have had on Fogarty. Man, I feel for him, bro. Try or no try?
No. It's a no try. Okay, let me break it down. So it's similar to the New Zealand Parramatta game where it was the fingers touch. It doesn't matter. It's been touched. It knocks into the Broncos player. It's a knock on. It was a double knock on. It was always going to be the case. The question that I have is how, like, I don't know exactly where in the rule book does it dictate that when they kick the ball and it gets a penalty, why do they get a kick in front of the post?
Oh, for the field goal.
I
don't know that either, but I don't know that it's a rule.
It's been a rule for a long time. Again, I know.
Why?
Typical Dogs fan brings it up, but 2015 Bad Friday. That whole drama.
Bad Friday.
That's what it's called, cuz. I've never. That game
But you gotta feel bad for the Raiders because look, this is where it's gonna be very interesting on how they respond because they won that game twice. So full time was
Three
called.
times, I reckon.
Yeah,
3 times.
what's crazy is
because when you're up 28 to whatever it was,
28-12.
when you're up 28-12 and the guy
That's
has
more of
a
a fan win than like your fans think it's done. I don't
the
think
sim bin,
But we were saying
yeah.
in the group chat that the game's done.
The
Raiders
game's
have won
done.
they've
the-
had. I disagree. I think that game, like against the Bulldogs, they've had games against the Bulldogs, so they know that it's a possibility. They know the type of team that Broncos.
Yeah, they're not
have
going to
been.
accept it.
They're not going to accept it. So I don't really count it. I think more of a fan
That's a
win.
fan win.
That's us going game's over. You know. But there's two very key significant points. There's a point where the full time buzz is called, and then they go back and
Yeah.
check. Which, mind you, there was also a blocker for that goal for that field goal. So its question is it a mutual infringement? No, because it happened for the Panthers.
Harry
But-
Grant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you have that, but then you also have the kick with the leg, which is that's
That's a penalty. Everyone, a lot of people saying
which
it
it is a penalty.
It's a penalty all day.
But he's called full time,
It's
so
about
it's
they
like
go full time, and then I'm like, oh, hold on, you know what?
yeah,
Let's
and then
just
like
check
hold
that
on,
real quick.
it's not that it's the fact that the Broncos didn't even have a challenge. They've gone back and checked it. It's a ref check. It's not even a they lost their
It's very weird. They
lost their captain's challenge because of a stupid thing, but then it can be, anyway.
Then it's
That's
Reece
the
Walsh.
first time they lost it, and then the second time they lost it was with that double knock on the try. That's the emotional toll that you have after that is insane. So, and mind you, they didn't only just play like 80 minutes; they played 93 minutes.
Yeah, that's like a Stanford Bridge.
Yeah. Cole Palmer, bro. You're a buckwheat. So the emotional toll that this team's going to have, it's going to be crazy to see if they can, like obviously, Sticky's a coach, they're going to be angry, but can they emotionally get back into it before
It's tough.
can they emotionally get back into this before the Sharks overrun them?
Answer the question.
Answer
Can
what?
they? Answer your own question.
Answer my own question? I don't know. I think they can. I think it's going to be I think it's a game decided by 6 points. I think the Sharks get them early and then they fight back. I think this is a game they're going to have to chase. I don't think this is a game Canberra come out and put up a clinic.
It's gonna be a fucking.
But it could go the other way.
It's a
They could
very
be
even-
they
it's a
could be
very
so
even
angry
game.
that like Ricky Stewart could honestly have a heart transplant because he's like head
Well, yeah,
or a head transplant because his head's about to blow off from the amount of steam he's producing. This team could come out and absolutely wipe the floor with Sharks. But the way the Sharks have been playing, I just don't see like that. It's such a big emotional toll thinking you've won the game twice and celebrating twice too.
Like, the fact that
Like, they
Ricky-
celebrated like they won the grand final twice.
Man, that's
Like,
a-
And then lost.
Again, you gotta remember that whole place was absolutely rocking. Twice I thought they'd won the game.
Yeah, in Canberra.
Ricky twice is hugging all the players like they've won the match. And then on two separate occasions, I go, oh no, it's still not over.
Question: do you think Ricky's gonna be celebrating any tries anytime soon?
No, no. And you can't, and here's the worst part, you can't, even if the whistle is blown for full time, you still can't celebrate, not until like you fully know.
But I think that's a one-time thing. I think that if they fucked up on that bad, then Graham Ennis is gonna come out and be like, "Oh, we apologize for that."
Oh
Right?
no, he didn't do it this year. He's not doing that this year.
Oh, okay,
None of
yeah,
his videos.
yeah.
He did it last
Fucking
year. no
apology
one let
videos
you-
every single week, bro.
That was last year's problem.
Listen. The thing is with the Raiders, like, like you said, bro, very correct. It's gonna be emotionally huge for them.
That's a huge emotional strain.
But it's coming like this Sharks and Raiders game could have like I've never wanted to watch a Sharks and Raiders game more than I wanted to watch this Sharks and Raiders game.
can't
Does that make
wait.
sense?
Yeah.
Because the Sharks are on this upper, they're on this high, they're on this cockiness, this arrogance, this
Belief.
this redemption. They don't want to. They don't. Everyone is talking and they're like, we're listening and we're gonna put it on news. And you got players saying, put it up your bum. You know what I mean? Like big words, big sort of emotional getbacks. Now the Raiders are down and under, and they got one of the best guys to G them up, and that's Ricky Stewart.
His whole thing,
His whole thing is they don't believe in us. They don't think we're good enough to win it. Now, if you're gonna, that's literally the perfect motto to get through this round. Quick predictions, boys. You know what? Actually, I actually want to speak about one more thing. That intercept.
Crucial.
That
So
intercept.
Crucial.
I couldn't believe my eyes because that pass goes through. The game's done, bro.
Exactly. If
The
that
game
pass,
is wraps, Joe.
if that pass sticks, Raiders cross for a try. That's it. A full time whistle was blown.
Honestly, like
Or not full time whistle was blown, but like actually, yeah, it was. It was full time.
it would have been done. The
would've
game
been
would have
done.
been finished. It was extra time, wasn't it?
Yeah. If they, it was like the last couple of seconds. If that try goes through, Raiders win.
It's crazy how these little moments, like where you position yourself sometimes, because like he could have tried to go for that and they would have scored, like you said. But he got the intercept and he won it, and Oh, it's rugby league, mate.
changes
It's a
the
fucking
game.
good game. It's a funny game.
It's games like that makes you remember why you fall in love.
And
with
this game had everything. It had the drama. It had the kind at the start. Again, Raiders could not hold the ball at the start of the game. First set, they dropped the ball.
They weren't ready for it. They don't where.
First set they dropped the ball, and then
Don't forget, it's
literally
nerves
off that set, Brisbane
Stag
Broncos
scores.
go score.
Young squad, man.
Like
Nerves.
This game had everything. You had a back rower doing a grubber kick for a center. You had players getting each other's face. It had the aggression.
One
It
of the
had
best games.
It had the flashiness. It had everyone keeps saying Reece Walsh is rocks and diamonds. This game proves it. He gets his brain stuffs like the headbutt and the sin beat and the bad passes and kicks, but then he'll come back, kicks 2
Just
40-20s,
fucking-
scores a try,
I think
two try assists, and almost nailed a 40-meter field goal. Like that ball, even the bounce, if the bounce
Gave me
just favored
PTSD
him-
of the Cleary kick.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
We lost that game. I was like, no way, this happens again for the Raiders game.
Bro,
Raiders gone to
they
score off
their
that,
fans, bro. That was shattering. I was hurt after the Dogs Melbourne game, and like rightly so, you know. But that Raiders game, that's a fucking painful one to take, bro. It all depends on their get back now. Can they do it? Can they not do it?
I
Quick
don't
predictions,
know.
boys.
You go first on this one.
I think Raiders win, but I think it's by less than 10. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be. I think it's actually going to be game of the round.
Who's the most important player in that game?
Strange.
Yeah,
Predictions and important player. Quickly.
All right. I think the most important. Score prediction. I think it's going to be this is like a 26-24 sort of scoreline.
Woohoo!
Like there's going to be points.
Is that Saturday Arvo? Saturday
Yeah,
evening?
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
So no Friday night footy, huh?
Nah.
No. Oh yeah. No. That's
No,
the week after.
I want to check if Stanford Bridge is playing.
Thanks for these. Hey, you just wait till we verse Liverpool, bro. We're gonna kick your ass.
You can honestly, if you kick our ass, it's all good. We've been in the last couple finals, so if you get one back, I'm happy for you.
So yeah, it's going to be close. There's going to be some points because both teams I think can leak. There's going to be some points.
So 26-24, give me your player.
Player. Honestly, we're talking about obviously the halves players, spine players, but I think it's going to be also who wins the battle through the middle. I think if Raiders are to win, Tarpanay has to have a Tarpanay performance. He's got to step up
And do it for his state, bro.
because that's going to be a
For
good
Canberra.
matchup. AFB versus it's actually AFB and Rudolph versus Tarpanay and Papali'i. Like
It's
these
a
are
good pack battle, wallah.
It's two massive forward packs going head to head. This is going to be you know what? I think 26 may have been too high. It's going to be like an 18-16, but it's going to be, there will be points, but also, mate, those two forward packs, they're going to battle. And
They're going to battle it out.
there's going to be whoever wins this game is going to be battered going up against Melbourne in Melbourne.
Who's your man, Tarpany?
Tarpon is the man. He's the player I'm watching closely.
So Tarpany, yeah.
Tarpon is the man. I think.
Look. If I think the Sharks get one up on them, I think it's Nico Hines comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I think if Sharks win, Nico Hines has had a big game.
I think the Sharks win this game comfortably. Quickly, my predictions. And I want to ask you a question before we wrap up. I think the Sharks win this game. And I think...
So you think the Raiders, the minor Premier, they're going out straight?
Are they playing in Canberra again?
Yeah, home game. Canberra and Canberra. Do you really think they're going to lose back-to-back? They've lost one game in Canberra all year before the finals. That was against us. You really think after their
I'll tell you
second-
something. The regular season doesn't matter anymore. And this is why I'm tipping the Sharks.
But even in general, you think they're going to go back? They're going to go back-to-back losses in Canberra and go out straight sets?
I think the Sharks win this game 8-4.
Wow. If
You know what? No. 8-6. 8-6 is my final call.
Or 8-6.
I think that the Sharks take a quick penalty and take 2 points in the start. It's gonna be a cold night, I reckon. Cold night. Raiders score, Sharks score. Obviously, both get their kicks, and that's a wrap, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think, who's the player? Who's my player?
Who's the man to watch?
The man to watch. I'd say the hooker, man.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Honestly,
Blake Brayley.
yeah.
What I was also going to say
I think he's gonna have a big try-saving tackle and a moment. He's gonna have his moment.
I'm excited to see the Tom Starling versus Blake Brayley matchup of hooker v hooker.
That's gonna be crazy. And Owen Paddy.
And I'm definitely not saying that because we had Tom Starling in the building. Definitely not saying that.
No, definitely not
But
saying
Starling's
that.
actually, he's so good. He's just so underrated.
Nah, he's a
this
good
year.
player, bro. Solid player. Boys,
What?
I have a question before we wrap up, please. What's the first game you watched first NRL game or the game that made you fall in love with footy?
Oh, I got mine straight away. It was that 2012 Ben Barber season.
Oh yeah.
That game against.
You remember one game, the Melbourne game?
Not the Melbourne. I'm thinking of the one. I think it was against Knights where he does that Where
The
obviously
neck try?
Nowadays, no. The one where like he dives over
The neck
line.
try. When he
He-
scores on his neck. Like he lands in an awkward position.
No, it was like when he jumps over the line to get the ball and he plants it as he's jumping over the line.
The dead ball line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the try I'm talking
It wasn't
about.
with his neck.
No, as in like he landed awkwardly. I don't mean
Oh,
exactly
yeah,
on his
yeah,
neck.
yeah. He landed awkward.
That was one of the best games, bro.
That was-
But I was too old then. I
That-
already seen some.
That whole Ben Barber season was just so good to watch. And again, I was like 6 years old, turning 7. I just saw a flashy play and thought, this is cool.
Yeah, it was cool
And
shit.
then obviously it cried at the end of that year. But anyway,
Flaxy?
There's not a particular game that comes to mind, but I remember going to.
You remember Luke Burt winning the game for you?
I remember.
remember he was, but you gotta remember this guy was an eel before he was a Panther.
That's why I said
mate.
Luke Burt. Go on.
Fuck you.
Go on, chill.
No, I remember going to a game with like the whole family. Went. We watched a Penrith Para game,
Battle West.
Battle West game, and like Panthers obviously got the win. And I think going to the game with the family and being able to watch the game and celebrate,
Nice.
I think that's what sold going like rugby league to me. It wasn't about the game. It wasn't about
Family.
It was the family. It was
It
the
feels like-
the community.
It feels like an excursion.
Exactly.
But like excursion with your family, and you can wear whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can have a good time,
You can have a
You
good
can
time.
yell as loud as you can. Go! You won't get yelled at from like, settle
You get
down.
encouraged, bro.
Yeah, you're
Encouraged to
encouraged
get
to
loud.
like be loud, and so it was about going to the games with a
Guys,
family, and
just-
I think that's what sold it for me.
Okay,
It wasn't a particular game. It wasn't a moment in a game.
It was with that one.
It was
Okay,
with
to
the
put it in
family.
perspective, this little bloke here just seen.
Oh, shit.
This little bloke just saw Ben
Wallah, you were
Barber.
cutie, Wallah. Look how happy you were.
Mate,
I think the game for me, Wallah, I don't remember many games. I've obviously watched a lot of footy, but I don't remember many games. But the game I do remember is Dogs Roosters grand final. And I'll never forget, because the first time I ever felt sports anxiety was Andrew. I remember Matty Utah scoring. I remember the few games before that. Matty Utah scoring in a corner in one of those games. And I used to love Matty Utah, bro.
mate, what a
But-
player.
But that game in particular, I'll never forget Andrew Ryan's tackle to win us the ground.
Okay,
to finally,
I've only watched highlights of it. I obviously wasn't
to
around
finally,
for it.
have you seen the tackle?
I've seen that tackle.
It's in the highlight.
It's in the highlights.
It's the biggest
Well,
moment of the game.
I've actually watched the full game. I thought, you know what? This is the last time
So
my team
good.
won a comp. Let's watch it.
So
Let's see how
good.
it all played out.
On Mitch was it Croker that we?
He went through the line and just around the ankle. He
Bobcat.
drops the ball.
Honestly, that was like the first moment I felt sports anxiety because you're not watching it on HD TV, right? You're watching it on like a fucking the graphics aren't that great.
Where'd you watch?
You're watching it on
I
a
watched
box
that- I
TV with
watched
the
that-
AV, the red, yellow,
No,
and
but the
green
TV was like
cables.
that big and everyone's watching, right?
Yeah.
You really used for that game.
I was at home with my family, had the family over. My uncle actually got me into my uncle was the one that made me watch the Bulldogs after Bulldogs, obviously. He was like my best mate, but he had like maras the whole night,
Oh, no.
right? And like we both wore matching, we're from best and less. It was like a Bulldogs zip up hoodie, zip up jumper, and it was like the fakest jersey ever,
What
right?
were you 9 years old in that grand final?
09, I was 6.
Wait,
No, 04, sorry. I was about 8 years old. Yeah, 8 years old. They had their little
fuck,
square,
you
but
were
anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
are you sure you weren't like 38 then?
Nah, fuck off. Nah, listen, man, I understand about the Stamford Bridge hate, but
I've never listened
anyway,
to this.
that was the moment because I felt sports anxiety. But yeah, I was looking at the game and I was like, everyone's saying game of the year, game of the decade, best game I ever watched in my life, and I just want to know your perspectives on what was actually a good game.
We
So,
got all-time games like this. We and our Broncos always seem to be involved in these sort of
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
like 2015, 2023.
Sean Berrigan, I'll never forget
This
Berrigan.
one we just witnessed, but mate, it's just been
It's been one of those good
how
ones.
good is rugby league? Like, this
Rugby
year,
league is good,
Like
bro.
this year in general, how good is rugby league?
You can't split it.
No, you can't at all. Before we
wrap up,
do
yeah.
wrap up, there was some breaking news that Justin Holbrook is going to be the coach of the Newcastle Knights. give me
I
your
don't mind
thoughts.
2 seconds, I gotta go, right?
Yeah,
But I don't think he's good enough. Wasn't he there?
He was the Titans coach before, and then he's been under.
He's been assistant coach of the Roosters.
Yes, so he's gotten a bit of experience on his
Like,
belt. And
again,
I don't want to say at a winning club because
Listen,
they haven't won a comp.
Listen, the only advice I'd give to Titans, if I was a Titans fan, right, is
He's-
I want my coach.
No, he's going.
He's going to
He's going
Newcastle.
to Newcastle.
Oh, Newcastle.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. He's
okay.
going to Newcastle.
Okay, yeah, well, this makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was getting to. It's the same point. Trust me. right?
They're both as bad as each other.
No, because I remember him at the Titans. Sorry.
So yeah, he played.
He coached the Titans.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to clip farm here.
No, you got me a
he's, trying,
beauty.
he's trying to clip farm. So yeah, he was a Titans coach. He's gone down as an assistant coach for what, a year or two. 2
Yeah,
years?
2 years.
And now he's going to the Newcastle Knights. What is your opinion on it?
All right. If I'm a Newcastle Knights fan, right, the track record of this man is he was at the Titans, right? They did good. I don't think
They
they
went
were
to the
great.
Neil,
final.
so listen carefully. This applies to
They
you.
went to the finals.
I would want a coach that is not going to tolerate shit. And I would want a coach that's going to fucking just be angry and just be aggressive with everyone. Not aggressive, not angry, not like that, but I want fireworks off people's bums, bro.
Do you reckon
I don't want this cute treatment.
But you
I
know
don't
what? The
want this-
monotone AOB that they were like, Newcastle, we didn't play
Yeah,
too
but
good
AOB
this
had no like.
He had no personality, guys.
Nothing. So
Well-
now I don't know about Holbrook because I never seen like he would have not got sacked out of Titans if he wasn't. I like when a coach gets sacked because he's too tough. Cunt. You get me? I like how Tigers said, "Fucking, we can't do with Michael Maguire anymore. You gotta go." And I like how Michael Maguire went to the Broncos and said to everyone, "No more painting your nails. Get the fuck on
Well,
the
they still
field.
paint their
Train
nails.
hard." You know what I mean, right? Like Jordan Ricky's wearing a headgear now. So I don't know about Justin
Players that
Holbrook.
they shot. To
I was younger when he was at the Titans, so I don't really remember.
Do you reckon the 2 years under his belt at the Roosters is enough to sort of give him a
Well,
perspective?
Mate, you're being mentored by Trent Robertson, who's I think a very underrated coach. Considering that
He's not underrated.
he's constantly getting his team to finals.
He's not underrated because he's had a fucking great team.
But
his
no one
whole
talks
life.
about. No, barely anyone talks
He's a
about
good player.
No one talks about him because no one cares
'Cause-
about Trent Robertson. They all
Because
care about Nick Politis.
One sec. If he didn't get Cooper Cronk, did they win? They win the premiership with Cooper Cronk, right?
They won
Did he win
twice.
Did he win the premiership before he got Cooper Cronk?
Yeah,
With who?
2013.
Who? He was the coach.
He was the coach in 2013.
Who'd they play against? Sorry.
It was just Manly.
Fuck, you got a good memory, cunt. I'm fucking old, bro.
We've both
Anyway.
got dementia out here. This
I don't know why I thought they had. What's his name? I can't remember him, but he was like a para coach. Not Ricky Stewart, someone else. Anyway,
But no, he coached 2013. So he's been around for a long time.
you know what? I'll agree with you on the underrated thing because he does get his team to finals when when they write him off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, I love you all. Take it easy. You can wrap up if you like.
I was gonna say no. I just want to get your last
Tell
thoughts
me.
on the Holbrook. You're gonna give a message to the Knights.
Yeah, I think Knights fans, man. I think you got to put him through the spreader, man. You got to test this bloke, see how big his balls are, because your team your team needs no phones, no Instagram. You know what? A great example of a fucking Novocastrian, is that what they call him? Right? Is that what they say? Is that what they call him? What?
I don't
Did I
know
say
if
something
it's-
wrong?
Novocastrian.
Anyway, delete that part. Anyway, the greatest example of a Newcastle local is fucking Dan. Right? Every time his team loses, he wins out there. What does Dan do for work?
He's a five.
He's a fucking fireman. You know what firemen need? Balls, right? You know what Newcastle Knights need? Balls. That's what they need, cuz.
Do you reckon
You know
Dylan
their
Brown?
fans are so passionate, bro. 60,000, well, not 60,000, but so fucking sold out Newcastle, brother.
Every week.
They come in last. They
Every
won the
week.
spoon, cuz. Their fans are there. Like, if that does not tell you, like, wake up and like, get up, bro. Like, he's one of the most iconic teams in the NRL. He's had one of the greatest. You had the GOAT in your team. I think they need to kick up their ass, cuz. I think they need to get rid of some fucking weak cunts in that team that are getting injured every 2 weeks and eating 1.8 of the salary cap.
Well, we know who you're calling out now.
I love Ponga, bro. Right, but cuz
I was very specific to Ponga though.
nah, he was not 1.8, and he's not weak, but he gets injured. But cuz I don't know. I think you need to change, bro. And I think I don't know. Holbrook can do it. He can't do it. I'd be looking at Jeff Tuvey, boys. Love you all.
Alright.
Head up, Newcastle fans. You'll be all right.
That's pretty.
We'll wrap it up,
We'll
or-
wrap it up there.
We'll wrap it up.
Yeah, appreciate everyone for joining League Lads for another week. Next week, everyone else is going to be wearing black because you always bet on black. Because the
Here we
Panthers
go.
are going to be winning the
Nah,
game.
up the doggies,
Up
bro.
the riff.
Up the
And,
dogs.
Mate, I tell you, they're all going to be wearing black because they're going to be mourning a loss. And I'm going to be wearing black because you always bet on black. You always bet on the Panthers. Appreciate everyone for joining League Lads. We'll see you next week. Woo!
See you next week and up the dogs. Also, every fan, turn up to Acor. Sell the place out. Come on. It's one
No one
last.
else will do it for you.
Exactly. Up the dogs.